America is like a kaleidoscope of cultures, and the best way to see all those colors pop? Festivals, man. And that's what we're diving into today, the most LIT, the most vibrant, the most uniquely American cultural festivals out there. So buckle up, smash that like button, and get ready to experience the USA like you never have before. Let's go! Alright, first up, we're hitting the streets of New Orleans, Louisiana for Mardi Gras. And let me tell you, this isn't just a parade. It's an explosion of energy. We're talking about a city that knows how to party. Imagine this, streets flooded with people, music pumping so loud you feel it in your chest, and everyone decked out in purple, green, and gold. The energy is electric, man. And the floats. These aren't your grandma's Thanksgiving Day parade floats. We're talking massive, elaborate structures, some as tall as buildings covered in lights and throwing beads to the crowds. And speaking of beads, let's talk about the tradition. Catching beads is like a badge of honor here. People go wild for them, and let's just say things can get interesting. But Mardi Gras is more than just beads and booze. It's steeped in history, a tradition that goes back centuries, blending French, African, and Caribbean influences. You see it in the food, the music, the costumes. It's a melting pot of culture, all simmering together in this crazy, beautiful celebration. And don't even get me started on the king cake. This thing is legendary. Sweet, doughy, and hiding a tiny plastic baby inside. Find the baby, you buy the next cake. It's a tradition, and trust me, it's more fun than it sounds. Mardi Gras is sensory overload in the best possible way. It's a celebration of life, of letting loose and experiencing a city that truly knows how to throw a party. If you ever get the chance to go, do it. You won't regret it. Alright, from the wild streets of New Orleans, we're switching gears completely. Next stop, Albuquerque, New Mexico for the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. And trust me, this is about as different from Mardi Gras as you can get. Imagine this, the sun rising over the desert, painting the sky with incredible colors, and then hundreds of hot air balloons start to rise. It's like a scene out of a dream. We're talking massive balloons, shaped like everything from your standard sphere to giant cartoon characters all floating effortlessly in the sky. It's a sight that'll stop you dead in your tracks. The Balloon Fiesta is a celebration of flight, of pushing boundaries, and of the sheer beauty of these colorful giants soaring above the desert landscape. And it's not just about watching from the ground. You can actually hop in a basket and experience the magic firsthand. Floating above the earth, surrounded by nothing but sky and the other balloons, it's an experience that'll stay with you forever. The state has a long tradition of ballooning, and the festival celebrates that heritage with passion. You see it in the designs of the balloons, in the food vendors selling traditional New Mexican cuisine, in the Native American dancers sharing their culture with visitors. The Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta is a reminder that sometimes the most breathtaking experiences are the ones that lift us above it all, literally and figuratively. Alright, let's jump from the desert to the city, specifically San Francisco, California, for their legendary Chinese New Year parade. And let me tell you, this is one party you don't want to miss. We're talking about the oldest and largest celebration of Chinese New Year outside of Asia, a tradition that's been going strong in San Francisco for over 150 years. Imagine this, streets packed with people, the air alive with the sound of drums and cymbals, and then, emerging from the crowd, a massive fire-breathing dragon. This isn't your average parade float. This dragon is alive with energy, controlled by dozens of skilled performers who make it dance and weave through the streets, its eyes flashing, its body shimmering, and the dragon is just the tip of the iceberg. We're talking lion dances, elaborate floats, traditional costumes, and enough fireworks to light up the night sky. It's a visual feast, a celebration of Chinese culture in all its glory. But the Chinese New Year parade is more than just a spectacle. It's a time for family, for community, for honoring traditions passed down through generations. You see it in the faces of the families lining the streets, in the smiles of the performers, in the sense of shared joy that permeates the air. The San Francisco Chinese New Year Parade is a reminder that America is a tapestry of cultures, each contributing its own unique beauty and traditions to the fabric of this nation. Alright, for our next stop, we're going on a journey across America to experience something truly special: Native American powwows. These aren't just festivals, they're living, breathing connections to a rich and ancient culture. Now, powwows happen all over the country, from massive gatherings like the Gathering of Nations in Albuquerque, New Mexico, to smaller, more intimate celebrations in communities across the U.S. Imagine this, you step onto the powwow grounds, and you're immediately surrounded by the sound of drums, the rhythmic heartbeat of the celebration. Dancers in full regalia move with a grace and power that's mesmerizing. Every detail, from the intricate beadwork on their clothing to the feathers adorning their headdresses, tells a story passed down through generations. Powwows are a celebration of Native American heritage, a way to keep traditions alive, to share their culture with the world, and to honor their ancestors. You see it in the faces of the elders, the keepers of wisdom, in the energy of the young dancers, the future of their people, in the sense of community that envelops everyone present. It's about sharing their stories, their struggles, their triumphs through dance, through song, through the spoken word. Attending a powwow is an experience that will stay with you long after the drums have fallen silent. It's a chance to witness the strength and beauty of Native American culture firsthand, to connect with something ancient and powerful. Alright, get ready to move your feet because we're diving into the heart of Hispanic heritage festivals across the U.S. These celebrations are all about vibrant energy, infectious rhythms, and a whole lot of soul. From the streets of Miami's Calle Ocho Festival to the heart of San Antonio's Fiesta, these celebrations showcase the incredible diversity of Latino culture. Imagine this, the air is thick with the smell of spices. The sound of salsa music spills out from restaurants and bars, and the streets are transformed into a sea of color and movement. We're talking parades with floats that'll blow your mind, dancers in costumes that pop with color, and music that'll make you want to get up and move. It's impossible to stand still when you're surrounded by this much energy. Hispanic heritage festivals are a celebration of culture, of family, of community, and of the many contributions that Latinos have made to the fabric of American society. You see it in the food, a delicious fusion of flavors from different Latin American countries. You hear it in the music, a blend of traditional rhythms and modern beats. These festivals are a reminder that America's strength comes from its diversity, from the blending of cultures, from the sharing of traditions and stories. So if you're looking for a party that'll move your soul, that'll introduce you to new flavors and rhythms, check out a Hispanic heritage festival near you. Alright, for our final stop we're heading south to Louisville, Kentucky, for the Kentucky Derby Festival. Now, I know what you're thinking. A horse race? That's a cultural festival? Trust me on this one. The Kentucky Derby is more than just a race. It's a spectacle, a celebration of Southern tradition, and a chance to witness history in the making. Imagine this, the stands are packed with people dressed to the nines, ladies in their finest hats, gentlemen in seersucker suits, sipping on mint juleps, the air thick with anticipation. And then, the horses are off, thundering down the track, jockeys urging them on, the crowd roaring as their favorites take the lead. It's a 2-minute rush of adrenaline and excitement that'll leave you breathless. But the Kentucky Derby Festival is more than just that final race. It's a 2-week-long celebration leading up to the big day, filled with events and traditions that are as much a part of the Derby as the horses themselves. We're talking about the Pegasus Parade, a spectacle of floats, marching bands, and of course horses. We're talking about the Great Steamboat Race, a tradition that dates back over 150 years. The Kentucky Derby Festival is a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected events can be the most culturally significant, that tradition and history can be found in the most surprising places. So there you have it, a glimpse into the heart of America's most iconic cultural festivals. From the wild streets of Mardi Gras, to the quiet dignity of a powwow, from the vibrant energy of Hispanic heritage festivals, to the southern charm of the Kentucky Derby, this country is bursting with celebrations just waiting to be experienced. These festivals are a testament to America's diversity, its history, its spirit. So get out there, explore, immerse yourself in the cultures and traditions that make America so unique. And hey, if you enjoyed this journey, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. Until next time, keep exploring.